Thanks to the lame-ass security, I'm going home.
From Axl Rose jumping into the crowd to Sebastian Bach stopping a show to defend his mother, these are the moments when rock stars completely lost their cool on disrespectful fans. Starting with a rock star who has a reputation for being unpredictable. One of the most famous examples of Axl Rose's temper came during a Guns N' Roses concert on July 2nd, 1991 in St. Louis. What started as a regular show quickly turned into chaos when Rose saw something he didn't like in the crowd. During the performance, he spotted a fan taking photos without permission. Security was supposed to stop people from doing that, but they were too slow. Rose didn't have the patience to wait, so he decided to take action himself. Without hesitation, he jumped into the crowd and tried to grab the fan's camera. In the process, he knocked over a few innocent bystanders. Keith Richards is known for his cool and laid-back attitude, but in 1981, he showed that he could also be quick to act when needed. During a Rolling Stones concert in Hampton, Virginia, something unexpected happened while the band was performing Satisfaction. A fan somehow made it onto the stage, running straight toward the band. Security was not fast enough to stop him, and Richards noticed the danger immediately. Without thinking twice, he grabbed his guitar and swung it at the intruder. The impact was strong enough to make the person back off, and security finally stepped in to remove him. The most surprising part was what Richards did next. Instead of making a big deal out of it, he simply adjusted his guitar and continued playing as if nothing had happened. It was a moment that perfectly captured his rock and roll attitude. Later, Richards explained that he was protecting Mick Jagger. He didn't know the fans' intentions, so he reacted instinctively.
Stop! Knock off the fucking fighting! Fuck you!
David Lee Roth's energy, confidence, and personality have made him one of rock's most unforgettable frontmen. In 2012, Van Halen was on tour for their 12th album, A Different Kind of Truth. The band was playing All the Sunshine, then was calling Oh the Country, bringing their classic hits to fans everywhere. However, during a concert in Manchester, New Hampshire, something happened that made Roth stop the show.
You got all the best looking women on the fucking East Coast here, and all you can fucking think of is fucking fighting!
The band was in the middle of performing Pretty Woman when Roth noticed trouble in the crowd. A fight had broken out, and he was not happy about it. He believed concerts were a place for fun, music, and excitement. Instead of ignoring the problem, he took charge and made sure the people involved knew they were ruining the experience for everyone. Roth's reaction was strong, and his words were direct. He wanted the troublemakers to understand that fighting had no place at a Van Halen concert. He also pointed out that the audience was filled with amazing people, and there was no reason to ruin the moment with pointless aggression. The crowd supported him, cheering loudly as he handled the situation. After making his point clear, Roth and the band restarted the song from the beginning.
No. You don't fucking fight at my show, you asshole. Who's that right there? Let me see him.
Dave Grohl is known as one of the nicest guys in rock, but even he has his limits. In 2011, during a Foo Fighters concert in the UK, he made it clear that he would not tolerate bad behavior in his audience.
Hey, motherfuckers! Stop! No. You don't fucking fight at my show.
While performing Skin and Bones, Grohl noticed a fight breaking out in the crowd. He immediately stopped the show and focused on the person causing the trouble. He didn't hold back in letting the fan know that fighting was not acceptable at his concerts. The audience supported him, cheering as the troublemaker was removed. Grohl has always believed that concerts should be about having a good time. He wanted his fans to dance, sing, and enjoy the music, not get into fights. This moment proved that even though he was friendly and easygoing, he would not hesitate to stand up for what was right.
Go back home and turn on your XXX channels and pull out your Playboy magazines, but don't.
During a Kiss concert in 2009 in Portland, Oregon, Paul had to deal with an annoying distraction while performing. As the band was playing, someone in the audience started shining a laser pointer at Stanley's face. This was not just irritating, but also dangerous. Instead of ignoring it, he decided to call out the person responsible. Stanley knew that concerts were supposed to be about enjoying music, not causing problems. Angus Young has always been full of energy on stage, but in 2000, he showed a different kind of reaction when a fan threw beer at him during an AC/DC concert in Phoenix, Arizona. At first, Young tried to ignore it, but when a second drink was thrown, he had enough. Instead of getting violent, he walked straight to the fan and did something unexpected. He grabbed the person's nose and twisted it. It was a bizarre but effective way of dealing with the situation. Security quickly removed the fan, and Young went back to playing as if nothing had happened. As the lead singer of Iron Maiden, Bruce has entertained millions, but he has also stood up for what he believes is right. In 2013, during a show in Las Vegas, he spotted a man in the crowd harassing a female fan. Instead of ignoring it, he took action. He stopped the performance and made sure the man was removed. His response was direct and firm, showing that he does not tolerate bad behavior at his concerts. Cobain was also not afraid to call out bad behavior at his concerts. In 1993, he saw a female fan being assaulted in the crowd. Instead of continuing the performance, he stopped everything and took action. He made sure the man responsible was removed and humiliated. Despite his influence, Cobain struggled with personal demons. Fame was not something he enjoyed, and he often felt disconnected from the music industry. He wanted to create art that mattered, but the pressure of being a celebrity took a toll on him. Maynard James Keenan is not the kind of musician you want to mess with. As the lead singer of Tool, he has built a reputation for being both mysterious and intense. But one fan in 1997 learned the hard way that getting too close to Keenan on stage is a bad idea. During a performance of Push It, a man jumped on stage and tried to hug Keenan. What he did not realize was that Keenan had military training and practiced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Instead of panicking, Keenan took control of the situation. He grabbed the fan, slammed him to the ground, and held him there while continuing to sing. The fan had no chance of escaping until security arrived. Oasis was one of the biggest bands of the 1990s, but their history is filled with fights, both within the band and with others. The Gallagher brothers, Liam and Noel, are famous for their arguments, but in 2008, a fan became part of their drama. During a performance in Toronto, a man somehow got past security and rushed onto the stage. He ran straight at Noel Gallagher and knocked him down. The impact was so strong that Noel later found out he had fractured a rib. The attacker then turned toward Liam, but security stopped him before he could get any closer. Liam was furious and tried to hit the man before being held back by staff. For a moment, it seemed like the show was over. Oasis left the stage, and the crowd did not know if they would come back. But instead of letting one person ruin the night, the audience started chanting against the attacker.
Hey, you wanna fucking stop the show? That's my fucking mother right there, you jackal!
Sebastian Bacci has always been a loud and intense performer. But in 2014, he showed that nothing mattered more to him than family. While performing, he noticed someone in the crowd had pushed his elderly mother. That was all it took for him to stop the music and take action. He immediately pointed out the person responsible and made it clear that such behavior would not be tolerated. He threatened to step into the crowd if anyone dared to touch his mother again. Rich Robinson of the Black Crowes proved that sometimes a musician has to do more than just play guitar. In 2022, during a concert in Melbourne, a man ran onto the stage, creating chaos. Security tried to stop him, but he was strong enough to push one guard off the stage and dodge another. At that moment, the band members had to make a quick decision. Chris Robinson swung his microphone stand at the man, but he missed. That's when Rich Robinson stepped in. Without hesitation, he used his guitar as a weapon, slamming it into the intruder's chest. The hit was strong enough to send the man stumbling back into the audience. Rich then demanded that security throw the man out.
Shit, this is fucking hard. You know, I don't need to see a picture of Kurt, asshole, and I'm gonna have you fucking removed if you...
In 2011, during a concert in Brazil, Courtney Love lost her temper when she saw a fan holding up a picture of Cobain near the front of the stage. She immediately reacted, making it clear that she did not appreciate the gesture. For Love, Cobain's death was a deeply personal and painful part of her life, and she had spent years dealing with the weight of his legacy. After making her frustration known, she walked off the stage. Her band had to step in and calm the crowd before she finally returned. Ian Astbury of The Cult is usually a peaceful person, but in 2022, he found himself in the middle of a fight. During a performance, he saw something happening in the crowd that made him stop singing. Instead of ignoring it, he threw down his microphone and jumped into the audience. Two fans were fighting, and one had the other in a chokehold. Astbury stepped in, pushing them apart and making sure the situation did not get worse. He then hugged one of the men, showing that he was not there to be violent. He just wanted to stop the aggression. After returning to the stage, he addressed the crowd. He made it clear that choking someone was unacceptable and compared it to the kind of behavior that authority figures use to control people. And that's all we have for today's episode. Don't forget to give you a like, hit that subscribe button, and also ring that notification bell while you're down there.